you are also, in addition to being a hair freak, you're also a Blink-182 freak. Is that right?
That is correct. Yeah, I
And
would say so.
and didn't you say that you like met your current partner through the pod or something, or not through the pod? I don't know. You explained that there was some sort of pod connection, right? You had it in your dating bio.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. So like last summer I was on like a mad dating spree, and as I'm sure everyone knows, like dating apps are just full of like idiots and terrible people. And so I tried to make my profile like at least moderately interesting. And it was around the time that you guys started, and so I thought I'd put in my profile that I was looking for fellow fans of the pod, which seems stupid in retrospect because I don't know how many there are in England particularly. But no, my current boyfriend is not a fan of the pod, but he's a big Blink fan.
Dump
So
him, dump him.
so he was drawn in with that. Well, I mean, he listens to it sometimes. He listens to it when I get a mention because I send it to him.
So
So I'm sure I feel like we can convince him to like pay for the Sclusies because he's
yeah,
gonna want to
because you're
listen
gonna
to them. You know.
exactly. Yeah, you should talk shit about him in here so that he has to pay to hear what you say.
I can do that happily.
Excellent. So yeah, I mean, I guess especially that early on to say that you're a fan of the pod in your dating bio is not really going to go very far.
Well, no, it didn't. But it did attract a lot of Blink fans, so you know, it was kind of on the right track. And I
So
guess I probably introduced some people to the pod, perhaps.
I think you
Maybe
definitely did.
that.
You're a pod evangelist. You are a British ambassador.
Yes, I take that very seriously.
Okay.
Whatever I can do.
Excellent. All right. Well, enough chit chat. Let's get down to some fucking business here.
Let's get down to the important business of hair.
Yeah, which is something I'm gonna go ahead and say Sam doesn't really care about his hair, and I don't really care about my hair that much either. I've just gotten to the point where I just shave it all off every 4 months or so because it's
But
too annoying. But there is obviously punk music, whatever punk music is, has always been linked to your hair. Actually, I think maybe all music and all genres are linked to what people's hair looks like. Like it is very important because you see someone's haircut and you're like, oh, that person clearly likes Skrillex or whatever.
right, and like honestly, like I don't want to go like be too fucking dry, but like honestly, part of the reason that I like hair is because that is so true. It's so like I think, as much as like fashion and probably not much else after that, like that is like a real defining factor, especially like historically. It's like you knew what kind of culture someone was into based on their haircut. So I think that makes it like super interesting. That's my defense for hair,
Yeah, although
anyway.
I'm starting to wonder if it's confused now that thanks to C Punk and Katy Perry, like normies have colorful hair, and it's all confusing
Well,
now.
yeah, I mean, I was actually thinking about this on my way home from work tonight because I was thinking about this, and I was like, I actually think I was thinking about Travis and his mohawk, and I was thinking like that really is kind of like the last sort of defining factor of someone being like a bit punk, which like I know the mohawk is like totally played out, but it is kind of like you say, everyone has colored hair these days. Everyone has like tattoos. Like there isn't really much you can do to like shock anyone. But like having a shaved head and like a fucking mohawk, that's still pretty baller. There's still not many places where like people would just be like, "Cool, that's totally acceptable." Like you probably couldn't wear that for work, even in like most places.
I
So
mean, I
I'm
think
thinking on the way here.
I think Travis would have a lot of trouble getting a job, like an office job, no matter
Well,
what.
maybe. I don't know what his transferable skills are. I don't want to speak to that, but
Uh,
with certainly on like the hair front, I feel like that's kind of thing. Like if you took someone home to like meet your mom, that is still like the one thing that everyone would be like, "Holy shit, who is this person?" Whereas like no one cares about colored hair anymore. No one cares about tattoos. No one cares about like long hair on guys. But like that is like the one thing that still I think has a bit of a power to shock. So you know,